Hallo meine Pokémon-Freunde, ich bin Marlon, aka BuBu, und in diesem Video schauen wir uns einen großen englischsprachigen Streamer und YouTuber an, und zwar SmallAnt. SmallAnt hat Pokémon strahlender Diamant und Pokémon leuchtende Perle in 17 Minuten besiegt, also er ist innerhalb von 17 Minuten vom Start Champion geworden nach 17 Minuten, und ich kann mir jetzt zwar nicht vorstellen, dass er das ohne Glitches oder Bugs geschafft hat, aber wir schauen einfach mal rein und ich freue mich. Bis gleich. So, okay, dann springen wir mal rein. So, ich bin vorbereitet. Okay, los geht's. Vielleicht noch.
Level 5 Turtwig. I beat Pokemon Brilliant Diamond in 17 minutes, with a level 5 Turtwig, a fishing rod, and a lot of sandwiches. This speedrun is a weird, complicated mess, and I'm gonna do my best to...
Sandwiches? Was meint ihr mit Sandwiches? Level 5? Schillerst. Mit einer Angel und Sandwiches?
explain it. I started the game and quickly changed the settings so the text was faster, the battle animations were off, and the whole run was silent and incredibly awkward. Yeah, this saves time for some reason. I rushed to the start of the game as you normally would, get the best starter, and grab the running shoes from mom. Now, the fun begins. I open up the menu to look at Turtwig, and perform the first glitch of the run, menu storage. Or as I like to call it, sandwich making. By pressing the two Z buttons on my controller in quick succession, the game opens up a duplicate menu on top of the existing one. If you close the duplicate menu, it tricks the game into thinking there's no menu open anymore, so you can run around as if there isn't a giant box blocking your view. Oh, and this regular menu, by the way, this is the bread to the sandwich. Bread is pretty great. Going into a door and eating a slice of bread will stop you from entering the house and freeze the entire world. This means that wild Pokemon, they don't appear anymore. Story events, like talking to Dawn, doesn't trigger. Dawn's clone doesn't trigger either. Trainers,
okay.
No, they're blind now. You can freely walk.
Ich muss gleich dazu sagen, ich habe halt nie Bugs und Glitches, auch nicht in dem neuesten Teil gespielt. Ich habe da halt immer einen riesen Bogen drum gemacht, weil ich da einfach persönlich kein Fan von bin. Aber jetzt für die Unterhaltung, sich das mal anzugucken, das ist ja, also was ist denn das? Wusste ich gar nicht, dass das so funktioniert, dass man so easy das Spiel, also auch vor allem, dass er an Lucia einfach zweimal vorbeirennt, die will nicht mit ihm interagieren, keine wilden Pokémon, ist schon witzig zu sehen.
All the way to Jubilife with nothing to stop you. But now there's a problem. The whole world is still frozen. What do you do to unfreeze it? Well, you're gonna have to reset the game, but you haven't saved yet. And by using the glitch in this way, it won't let you open the menu again. So here's how the speedrun gets around that. I do the glitch multiple times, stacking the menus, creating 3 pieces of bread, then toss the top one away to trick the game into thinking it's unpaused. Now, without seeing anything, I walk into the door and eat another piece of bread. This freezes the world, but I still have another menu open. So I'm able to run up to Jubilife and save the game with the remaining piece of bread, then reset the game to get it back to normal. Now, I bet you're thinking, 3 pieces of bread, that's not a respectable sandwich. So it's time to pick up the main ingredient, the ham. Well, it's actually the old rod, but just go with it. It's ham, okay? By using the menu storage glitch, it's possible to register the old rod onto 2 different slots. So, when pressing the plus button, this pops up. This menu is the delicious ham. When you try to use the old rod on land, Rowan's words echo. And with this text box, not only can it freeze an action, but if an
Was, Da kommt mein Hirn irgendwie nicht so ganz mit.
action is currently frozen, it resumes as normal. This ham is powerful. With the near infinite power of ham sandwiches, the next goal of the speedrun is to go straight to the Pokemon League. Fortunately, this lady loves ham sandwiches and is gonna help us do it. The action that she performs is to create a text box telling us, the GWS isn't ready yet, and then to push the player back. She has an unusual taste though. Her perfect sandwich, 1 slice of ham with 3 pieces of bread stacked on top. I'll explain why. I walk into her and distract her with the first piece of bread. This keeps the text box open and allows me to run away. Interrupting her action like this freezes the world too, so I'm able to breeze past Barry and a few trainers while I find a jumpable ledge. I jump the ledge here, but in the middle of it, I press B to close the text box, closing a menu in the process. By closing her text, it allows her to telekinetically push me into the sky. And the last piece of bread is just there, so I can't touch the ham yet. I run back to Jubilife, toss that bread, and tap down to eat the ham, which fixes all the freaky stuff going on in the world. Aside from the whole floating thing. I'm not done with her yet though. We need her telekinetic push one more time. So we grab 2 pieces of bread, interrupt her with one of them, and run back down to Route 202, where I'm flying high enough to run right over the trees out of bounds. I do still have a piece of bread, which I'm saving for later. But now we're gonna run through the void until we reach the Pokemon League. By following a little map and echolocating using Wallbox for a few minutes, I navigate past Orberg, Eterna, and Celestic Town to run straight into an...
Was ich mich frage, wie kommt man auf sowas? Wie findet man sowas raus? Sitzt der da und überlegt, okay, wie mache ich dieses Spiel platt? Ich muss das Spiel schneller schaffen als jeder andere. Und dann experimentiert man da so lange rum, bis man sowas findet? Aber es sieht ja auch echt nicht so aus, als ob, also, ich bin damit echt maßlos überfordert mit der Methode.
Visible wall.
Bonk. 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 Weird.
This is where the telekinetic push comes into play. I can close her text box, which then pushes me through the invisible wall, and I'm now under the Pokemon League. But it's not loaded into...
Er hat jetzt quasi die Textbox aus Jubelstadt geschlossen und dadurch ist er eine Ebene weiter runtergerutscht und kann jetzt sehen, wo er ist.
The game, so I have to use that remaining piece of bread to save and reset. Upon reloading, I'm under the waterfall, so I find a conveniently placed cutscene trigger to enter the building and come to the final challenge of the run. Getting past the Elite Four members and Cynthia. Well, I gotta get past this dude first, so I get some bread, interrupt the escalator, clip out of bounds, and save and reset behind him to enter the loading zone. Finally, after a long and grueling, like 10-minute adventure, I reached Elite
Level
Four
5
with a
stark.
level 5 Turtwig that's won a single battle. Oh, and did I mention a sandwich isn't gonna work here? To get past these Elite Four members, I need to do the unthinkable, the unbelievable, the impossible. Inverted sandwich.
Okay, ich dachte jetzt, er besiegt. Also, die Methode wüsste ich jetzt nicht, wie man das
Meat
hinkriegt.
on the outside, bread on the inside. By using ham to interrupt the game while I walk through the door, it pauses the room entrance animation. So I'm able to walk to the top of the room and use another ham to resume the entrance animation. And then the game is like, oh yeah, he's walking into the
Ja,
room.
klar, lauf
Just
doch
go
durch
right
die
ahead,
Wand. Kein Ding.
straight through the wall. The timing on this is actually pretty tough, so getting it right 4 times in a row was nerve-wracking. But on this run, I pulled it off all on the first try. Only Cynthia was left, and because she doesn't have any locked doors, it's actually really easy to skip her with just a single piece of ham. Just walk in, let her start talking, eat the ham. Rowan busts into the room early. There's a time and place for everything, but not now, Cynthia. She's just so stunned that I take the elevator and walk into the Hall of Fame.
Let's go!
After all is said
Wow.
and done, I enter the credits with 17 minutes in the game, 20 minutes in real life, and a 4th place spot on the speedrun leaderboard. I just learned the speedrun today, but I thought it was interesting enough for a dedicated YouTube video, so I hope you enjoyed. Thanks to Pulse Effects for teaching me all the tricks and helping me out with the script. Go check them out if you want more Pokemon content. That's all for now though. Subscribe if you liked it.
Also, super Video. Sehr interessant, sage ich mal, zum Anschauen. Aber das sprengt halt komplett meine Vorstellung, wie man, also er hat ja, am Ende hat er gesagt, das hat er jetzt nicht selber rausgefunden, ihm hat bei jemand geholfen, der das alles entdeckt hat, der ihm dabei geholfen hat, das Skript quasi für seinen Playthrough zu machen, aber es ist schon echt beeindruckend, muss ich sagen. Also, ich bin zwar kein Fan von Glitches, aber so zum Angucken ist es schon wirklich interessant, weil, ja, Champion gewonnen mit einem Level 5 Chillast und einer Angel, das ist, glaube ich, schon echt bemerkenswert. Also sehr unterhaltsam, sprengt allerdings meinen Rahmen für mein Verständnis fürs Spiel. Sowas würde ich im Leben nicht machen und auch nicht rausfinden, wie sowas funktioniert, weil, nee, das würde bei mir nicht funktionieren. Aber hat mir sehr gut gefallen. Schreibt mir gerne mal in die Kommentare, was ihr von Glitches, Cheats und Bug-Abusing haltet. Also von dem, was ihr gerade gesehen habt, findet ihr sowas in Ordnung? Haltet ihr von sowas eher Abstand? Guckt ihr euch das auch zur Unterhaltung an? Wendet sowas aber selber nicht an? Oder seid ihr, wie ich schon mitbekommen habe, viele Leute benutzen ja momentan auch viele Glitches für Shaman zum Beispiel. Wüsste ich einfach mal gerne, wer da sagt, ey, ich mach sowas auch, weil ich finde es halt witzig oder interessant. Oder sagt ihr, wie ich, nee, ich warte halt auf die Events, bis die Pokémon legal verteilt werden und warte da einfach lieber. Würde mich freuen. Bis zum nächsten Mal, Leute. Ich hoffe, ihr hattet Spaß. Euer BuBu.